Log into Tinkercad, then click on Create New Design. Then you need to rename the file. I'm going to call mine Wilkins bagtag 1. On the side here, there's a number of different menus that you can choose from. We're going to start with basic shapes, which is the default menu there. I'm going to select the box shape and drag it onto my desktop, or my work plane as it's called here. Now by using my viewer over here, I can actually rotate around and see what's going on with my product. I want to redimension my box, so I can do that by using these white tabs. So I can click on this white tab here, and it enables me to adjust the width, which I want to keep at 20. It also enables me to adjust the length, and I'm going to change that to 80 millimeters. I now need to adjust the thickness of it, so we want to bring this down to 3 millimeters. So now I have the base plate, and I can view it from a few angles for my name tag, and I'm going to do some modifications to that. The first thing I'm going to do is bring a cylinder over and just rotate that a little bit more. I want to line the cylinder up so it sits in line with my base plate. And you can see there it overlaps it quite nicely. So I'm just going to click on the cylinder again. I want the height to be 3, the same as the height of the base plate, or the thickness of the base plate. Then if I click on these, I want these to be 20 by 20. I'm going to combine these two objects together by clicking the whole thing, and then I'm going to go up here and select group. And now it's processed. You can see it's all one object. I'm now going to put a hole in my base plate for the key ring to go through. So in this case I'm going to select cylinder, but this one here with the lines through, that will create a hole. So I'm going to take the cylinder over to approximately where I want it to be. I'm going to click on these dimensions. I want the hole to be 3 millimeters by 3 millimeters. And then if I zoom in, I now want to move the hole and put it in a better location. You can use the arrow tools on your keyboard to fine-tune the movement. It should move at 1 millimeter at a time. So if I click out of that, select the whole thing by drawing a bounding box around it, and then group again. You should see now you have a base plate with a hole in it that's 3 millimeters by 3 millimeters, and your key ring should be able to fit through there. We're now going to apply some graphics to the base plate. I'm going to go back over here to the menus option, and I'm going to choose text and numbers. Choosing text and dragging it onto the workspace or the work plane. I can type in this box, and I'm going to type my last name, Wilkins. I can change the font, and there's a few different ones to choose from. There's not very many, but hopefully you'll find one that you're happy with. I think I like that one. I also need to change the height of it, so clicking on these buttons again, the white handles, I should be able to change Wilkins to a height of 5. And the reason I've chosen 5 is the base plate is 3 millimeters thick, and I want my name to stick up above the base plate for 2 millimeters. So there is Wilkins. Now the only other thing I need to do now is put it into place and resize it. So I can drag the corners in to resize it, and let's move it over on top of the base plate. It's still a little big. I'm going to drag the corners in again. Put a bounding box around both the pieces, click on group, and you can view your completed bag tag that's ready for 3D printing. So to get this file 3D printed, you need to send it to your teacher, and to do that you need to click on this plus person at the top here, and you need to generate a new link. You click on copy link, then you go to your email and type your teacher's email address in, put the subject 3D printing, and then paste the link in for your file, and then send it to your teacher. Your teacher will be able to export that to the 3D printer.